Hi, Nichole Heady here from Papertrey Ink, and I want to welcome you to Stamp-a-faire 2014. We are so excited to have you here. This year's event is going to be so fun since we're traveling through time and exploring all kinds of different parts of history and how crafting is really carried over through many different eras. I know that this is a worldwide stamping event, and we are so thrilled that Papertrey Ink can play just a small part in bringing everybody together like this. I wanted to just touch upon how incredible really card making is. Sometimes people don't really understand what exactly this craft means and why we're so interested in it and why we dedicate so much time to it. But we really know what the deal is. We know why we do this. We have seen the recipient's face when they've received a handmade card that not only has words of love or encouragement, but also brings with it that sense of being handmade, and that somebody took the time out of their day to make something just for them. And I think it's important to remember why we do this as we take part in an event like this. It's really humbling to be a part of something so big like this, and I hope that each of you are able to really enjoy today and what this hobby means on several different levels, whether it's getting the opportunity to be creative or building up your card stash so you are able to send out more cards, more hugs with a fold in the middle, as I like to say. So enjoy the festivities tomorrow, and we're really looking forward to bringing this event to you. Thank you, everyone.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashley Cannon Newell, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited because tomorrow's Papertrey Ink Stamp-a-faire event is going to be off the hook. We get to travel through time and combine stamping all in one, which are two of my favorite things in life, travel and stamping. I mean, we get to go from ancient Rome to the Renaissance to the 20s, the 40s, I mean the 80s. It's just so much just involved in this one event. And so it's just got me thinking back to the first time I even scrapbooked, and that was in high school. I made this scrapbook, and you guys, it's really not the best looking thing, but I treasure it because it has my memories in it, and it's my first scrapbook. I was using magazine clippings, pipe cleaners, and these little paint markers to journal, and I put all my friends' photos in it and just different keepsakes I have from field trips we went on, proms, and just little organizations I was in. And it's just so fun to look back on and say these are my high school years, and just to travel through time and see that, oh my gosh, now scrapbooking, paper crafting has evolved into such a huge industry. Now there's an online community, there's actually stores, and we have so many new products. I mean, I remember when rubber stamps came out, well, not when they came out, but when I started stamping about 8 years ago, and they were just rubber stamps. And now we have clear stamps, and then Papertrey Ink was founded, and then they came about with so many new and great, fabulous ideas. It just blew my mind away. So I'm traveling back through time, even through just my scrapbooking days. And we get to now travel through time and see how we can put stamping into all these different eras. So this is going to be just a really fun day. I'm really excited that you all have joined us, and I look forward to seeing you online tomorrow in the forum and crafting with you.
Hey everybody, welcome to Stamp-a-faire 2014. This is Betsy Veldman, and I am going to be your 1940s era presenter tomorrow. I'm really excited about everything I have to show you. In the process of getting everything ready, I wanted to find some family photos to share with you, and it's kind of funny because when I was looking through the photos, I found this one. And this is a photo of my grandmother, which was taken back in 1941. And I actually blame a lot of my crafting roots, I think, actually started with the woman in this photo. She was a crafter. I remember going to her house as a child, and she was always making something. If we needed fabric for something, we would see her, we would go visit her, because she had the most incredible stash of fabric you have ever seen. She worked at the fabric counter in JCPenney back probably in the 50s, I'm guessing, and back when they sold fabric by the yard in pennies, and they always joked that she never came home with a paycheck. She always spent her entire paycheck on fabric. And so I feel like my crafting really got its start with her. And so this era really was kind of special to me. It's always intrigued me anyway. And so it was really fun to do all the research for it and to dig into it a little bit deeper. So I can't wait to show you everything that I have ready for you. And so we will see you around tomorrow.
Hi, this is Danielle Flanders with Papertrey Ink. Welcome to Stamp-a-faire. We're glad you're here this weekend, and we hope that you have fun and are inspired by all of the projects and themes this year. I'm here in my craft room in Colorado. We just moved to Colorado about a year ago, and I didn't have a room at first to craft in, so I was kind of crafting on my dining table, but I finally have a room, and I'm just trying to get it set up a little bit here and there, so it's coming along. As far as how has my style changed, I think overall I still have a very girly style. I'm still attracted to girly colors and flowers and all that kind of stuff. But as far as like my designs go, I really feel like I've come a long way in maybe learning some of the design concepts to make my cards and things better. I didn't have a chance to pull out an older project. Everything's in storage right now in the basement, and I'm not sure where all that stuff is right now, but I've been blogging for 7 or 8 years and scrapbooking for probably about 15 years now. I started when my first daughter was born to make a baby book for her. And I had a friend that was in the military with us at the same time. She would come over and scrapbook with me when Taylor was sleeping, when she was a baby. So we made a lot of pages way back then. So you'll see that my style is really drawn from scrapbooking designs, since my first love was scrapbooking. And yeah, so I'm really inspired by all of the scrapbook pages and things that are out there right now, which is probably why I use a lot of watercolor and mixed media and that type of thing. So anyway, I hope that you have fun with your friends, or if you're just crafting and having a good weekend. We can't wait to see what you'll make. Thanks for joining us. It means a lot to us that you're here. Thanks. Bye.
Hi there, I'm Dawn McVey from Kansas, and we're so excited to have you participating in this year's Stamp-a-faire event. This year the theme is all about time, and I can tell you I've been stamping for about 8 or 9 years now. Initially I went to a home party and I saw all kinds of paper and stamps and ink, and I thought to myself, I've got lots of paper at home, and this seems like a lot of stuff to buy to get started. Don't get me wrong, it looks really fun, and this stuff is very cute, but this looks like a lot of stuff to buy. So I'm going to be really smart, and I'm going to buy a paper crimper. This is the very first tool I ever bought, and I can tell you that this paper crimper has spent most of its life with me in a drawer. And in fact, I spent entirely too long this morning trying to find this particular paper crimper because I could not remember what drawer it's been living in for so long. Shortly after it came home to live with me, it ended up in the drawer, and I quickly began collecting those stamps and inks and paper, and you know how it is. It's just a downhill slope once you start. So my style, I think, has evolved a little bit over time. Maybe not a ton, but it definitely has changed a little bit. I used to be very into thickers. This is one of my very early cards. Actually, these couple of cards I have to show you, the only reason I still have them is because they were published in a magazine and they got stuck in a drawer years ago. So anyway, thickers used to be big for me, and I used to not be able to make a card without putting a bow on it. I pretty much used to put a bow on every single card that I that I made. So I don't really do that anymore, but I do still like bows. I just don't do them quite so often. So anyway, enough about me. Thank you so much for being here, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow. I hope that you get some cards made. I hope that you get a ton of inspiration, and mostly, I hope you have a great time. Thanks for watching. Have fun.
Hey everybody, this is Erin Lincoln. Welcome to Stamp-a-faire 2014. This is our third year doing this online, and we like to think that this year is better than ever with our time travel theme. We've had a lot of fun coming up with our eras and products and techniques to wrap it all together, and starting tomorrow, I believe at 7 a.m., you guys are going to be able to participate and join in all the fun. Alright, I wanted to show you, to go along with our time travel theme, some of my very first Papertrey Ink products. My very first order, I found them in December 2007. I remember that because I was newly pregnant with my little Hank. He's now 6. And for my first order, which I was completely smitten with, I have 4 of the sets I ordered. I have Butterfly Kisses, which is butterflies. I have My Punny Valentine. I would love dies for this one. This one would be a great die set. We have Sweet Love, which is a Valentine's Day theme, and I was really drawn. I remember at the time, you have this Hershey Nuggets, and then you have some Avery address labels, and Nichole designed, let me see if I can show you. It's kind of probably all stained up from lots and lots of use, so you can see it. Nichole designed these stamps that fit on the Avery labels, which wrap around the Hershey Nuggets, and I just thought that was adorable. I had to have it. And as you can see, it has been well used. In fact, I probably need to make some more nuggets here soon. There's some other stamp sets that those coordinate with too. And, oh, of course, Little Lady. And as having a little girl, I have used this a lot. This has gotten a lot of use. It's the little ladybug, 2-step ladybug. I was so enchanted with the 2-step stamps. That was the first time I had ever seen them. And I had to have it. So those are a little blast from the past from my first Papertrey Ink order. And then long before that, I was scrapbooking. I started that in right before I got married, so 2000, I think. And I really took to it like a duck to water, collected a lot of supplies. Most of them I've long since gotten rid of, but recently I have busted out my Chatterbox paper, which I have a ton of. I had to have it all, and for a long time I didn't use it. I've been using it lately, which I've been amazed by, and it's still working. So to me, this is like a treasure. So the other girls have to say hello, and I'm looking forward to what they have to say, and I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. I believe my era, which is 1960s, kicks off at 6 o'clock. I probably should check that, huh? All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Get all ready. Bye-bye.
Hey everyone, it's Heather Nichols, and I'm coming to you from St. Cloud, Minnesota. I'm about in the middle of the state. Actually, today I'm going to travel down to just north of Minneapolis to spend some time with some of the other Minnesota Papertrey girls. We're going to have a great day. We've done that for the past couple years, and I think we're making it an annual tradition. So I hope everybody is so excited for Stamp-a-faire and all of the things that we're going to be doing and traveling through time and being inspired by different eras in our history. I think that some of the biggest inspiration comes from looking back at where we came from. So I was thinking about, you know, how long have I been stamping and how long have I been involved in this craft, and it's been a really long time. My parents gave me a tackle box full of stamping supplies back when I was probably about 12, and it was early enough that heat tools were actually the little mug warmers that you can get that you plug into the wall and set your mug on so your drink stays warm. That's what I use to emboss. I don't have my mug warmer anymore, but I think that's one of the coolest tools that I had that is truly shown us how far we've come in kind of the stamping tool history. I do have something to share. This is a little teddy bear stamp, and what this is the first stamp that I ever purchased on my own, and I actually got it at a craft fair, and I believe it was up in Duluth. And I remember looking through all the stamps and choosing this bear, and I also bought a turquoise stamp pad to go with it. And that's kind of a teenage girl kind of a color, and talks about me and how I was at that age, but also it was the beginning of a lot of many years of stamping and crafting, which continue to this day and also will continue way into the future because it's something that I truly love. So strap on your seatbelts and get ready to travel through time, and I hope you enjoy everything that the design team has put together. I'm really excited to see what everybody has up their sleeves as far as inspiration from each era, and I can't wait to see how all of you are inspired in the projects that you create after watching the tutorials and seeing the projects that we all have to share with you today. Have fun, everybody, and we'll see you later.
Hey there, it's Laurie here, and I'm coming to today from my craft room in Kansas, and I'm so excited for tomorrow for Stamp-a-faire, and I just thought I'd stop in and say hi and just share with you a little bit about me. So I've been stamping for about 7 years and blogging actually for 7 years as well. I can't believe it's been that long, lots of cards and lots of posts, but it's been a lot of fun along the way. I've met a lot of amazing people, and I have so many of them that I count as friends, and so I think that's the best part of stamping throughout the years. So I started scrapbooking, I don't even remember, before I even had kids, and I still have some tools from back then. I have this paper crimper from way back, probably it's dusty even, probably 10 plus years ago. And then I'm a hoarder of eyelets and brads. I can't seem to get rid of these things. I feel like I'm going to use them again, so they stay with me, and this is not all I have. I also love paper. I have stashes all over this room, colors and textures, and I still have the basil up on my shelf from about 10 years ago too. So I'm sure you know the feeling. I'm really excited to see you tomorrow. Stamp-a-faire is going to be so much fun. Lots of cute stamp sets to create with, and I can't wait to see what you guys create. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hi, Lexi Daly here from New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm so excited about Stamp-a-faire tomorrow. All this talk about time travel got me thinking about how long I've been stamping and how far I've come. I actually started stamping about 15.5 years ago. My cousin was a scrapper who had started adding stamps, and I was designing stationery and invitations. And on a vacation to see her, she showed me all of her stuff, and I was immediately hooked. I was also pregnant at the time for my first child, and I decided right away that the first thing I would stamp would be my daughter's birth announcement. So I dug that out to show you today, my very first stamped project. I stamped a lot of them. I chose a super simple design that I had seen in a Martha Stewart Living, and you know, I did the cuts and the folds and stamped a cute little diaper pin on there. Honestly, I think if I did this again today, it would be very similar, but again, it's a classic diaper design. I continued stamping, and 2 years later I had another baby girl, and I had to come up with a similar but different birth announcement idea, and of course it had to be stamped. So I came up with a dress. I think I'd seen it in an idea book somewhere, I think. And I just created a little slip inside for the information with some simple flower stamps. That was a lot of coloring at the time. And actually, I continue to color to this day. I've always been kind of a clean and simple stamper, and I think that's what I'll always be. Although I enjoy trying techniques here and there, I think that I'm just that quick and easy, clean and simple girl. But I do think my style's gotten a little more modern as time goes on. That's one change I would say. I also wanted to pull out one of my very early stamp supplies. I don't really get rid of much, so it's kind of fun that I still have these. I don't even use them that much, although my kids might use them on some projects, and that's my collection of Fiskars paper edgers. All different designs and edgings. I can't bring myself to get rid of them. They don't take that much space. They don't take up that much space, and I can't bring myself to get rid of them. And in fact, I used one of them on an inspiration card that you'll see tomorrow. Try to find it, try to pick it up. Thanks so much, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Hi everybody, Lizzie Jones here in my studio in Columbus, Ohio. I've got it freshly cleaned, so I'll be able to craft through the ages with you tomorrow. I'm super excited to be sharing Stamp-a-faire with you this year, and I just know we're going to have a blast. This year's theme of time travel got me thinking about my own crafty beginnings. When I first started making cards, I wasn't using stamps at all. It was just die cuts and computer-generated sentiments. But then I found Papertrey, and things changed a little bit. Now I'm not just using stamps, but designing them too, which is a dream. And I can't imagine creating a card without stamps anymore. In fact, I have a couple of my first Papertrey stamp sets with me. I have Green Thumb and Butterfly Kisses. These sets are definitely well loved and have seen their fair share of ink over the last several years. I've certainly come a long way from the non-stamping of my beginnings. Now, Papertrey has encouraged me to grow a little bit more in doing my very first videos for this year's event. So I hope you'll join me bright and early tomorrow morning as we pack our tools and head to ancient Rome. We're sure to have a fantastic time, and I cannot wait to see what you create. See you then!
Hi there, fellow stampers and Papertrey Ink fans. My name is Maile Belles, and I am sending greetings from my hometown of Tehachapi in California. Looking forward to seeing all your projects and hanging out with you guys tomorrow for this year's Stamp-a-faire event. And this year's theme of time travel should prove to be a fun one for sure. Speaking of time traveled, over the last 7 years of my stamping, paper crafting history, I've come to learn a few things. And one of them is the usefulness of scrap paper. I am a simple, clean and simple stamper at heart. So I like to keep my projects simple, very few layers, and precise stamping. And I've come to rely upon this simple supply of scrap computer paper here. This is just a collection of printed papers that I've printed over the last few months and no longer need, so I'll put the clean backside to use. All you have to do to put this to use is fold it in half once, fold it in half twice, and you've got perfectly sized, card-shaped practice paper here. So I like to use this to practice my ideas or my layouts before I put them onto more permanent cardstock. So this is a simple technique to try or to use that will save you time and save you from wasting your supplies, save you from making mistakes on your more expensive cardstocks. So here's an example. I'll open this up for you.
It gives you 4 panels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I hope you found that little tip useful. I know most of you probably already know about that, but to me it's a pretty valuable tip that I'd hate for you to not know about. Well, anyways, I hope you all have a blast for this year's event. I know a lot has happened in the background, and I know we're all here at Papertrey Ink pretty excited to get things going. So I look forward again to seeing what you all create, and I hope you all have a wonderful and fun and productive time. Bye!
Hi everyone, Melissa Bickford here from Maine. Welcome to Stamp-a-faire 2014. Lots of big, exciting things are happening tomorrow from the design team that you definitely won't want to miss. I thought today we'd talk a little bit about how long I've been stamping and how my style's kind of evolved over the years. This is, by the way, my where I create my little escape in the basement. Not the best lighting, but it works for me. So like I said, I've been stamping for about 10 years, and I think when I first started, it was on my project, it was put as many embellishments as I could on it. The more glitter, the more buttons, the more rhinestones. I just loved it that way. And over the years, I found I've kind of taken those away, and if you give me a piece of white cardstock, some colorful ink, and my stamps, I'm happy. I tend to focus more on color and just the images and add bits of embellishments here and there, but definitely not as many as when I first started. I tend to still use those things. You know, every now and then I'll add glitter, or I do love glitter, or buttons, or a little bit of ribbon, but I really just, I'm a simple girl, just like a simple note card, or with some bright colors on it. I love colors, they make me happy. So I'm looking forward to sharing tomorrow with you. I'll be in the forum, and looking forward to chatting with you. I hope you have a great time tomorrow and enjoy the day, whether you're stamping alone or with a bunch of your best friends. I hope it's just a happy day for you. See you later.
Hi everybody, Laurie Bassen here. I'm coming to you from Illinois. Actually, I live in the heart of Illinois, in a small town right in the middle. It's called Pekin, Illinois, and I'm right in the Midwest here. So today was the first day my kids went back to school, so I actually have a little bit of quiet time to make this quick video for you. So I'm excited to see you tomorrow at the Stamp-a-faire. This is my first time as a design team member, so it's really an honor to be a part of it and work with just an incredible design team. I've always looked up to them and admired them so much, and I'm excited to be a part of it, and I'm excited to meet you guys, the ones who love Papertrey Ink as much as I do. So we're supposed to share a little bit about our paper crafting journey. I think I've always been a paper crafter. As far back as I can remember, I've collected paper and stickers and stamps and markers and crayons and just everything that had to do with card making and just artsy stuff. But probably in the last 5 years or so has it become more serious, where I'm consistently blogging and I'm working for design team members, and I just never thought in a million years that a hobby like this could become a job, really making money and staying home and doing what I absolutely love to do, is creating. And I love that I'm making cards, and I send them out to people, and I love to encourage them and wish them and celebrate with them. That's what I love about card making, because I love the design element of it, but I also love that it has a practical purpose, that you can give a card to someone and make them smile. So, but before I knew what I was doing, I purchased this little doodad. And I really thought this was going to be like so awesome, and I don't think I've ever used it, not even one single time on a card. But it's you know what, I don't even know what it's called. I think it's called a paper crimper. You put the paper in it somehow, and you twist this thing, and it like crimps the paper. It makes it like this. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like corrugated cardboard. Is that what you call it? Anyway, never used it, and I just can't bear to get rid of it because I have just a slight bit of crafting I'm like a crafting hoarder. But I'm usually pretty good at throwing stuff away. Well, I shouldn't say I throw it away. I put it in a box and I put it in the basement. And actually, this was in a box in the basement. And one day, I just know it's going to come back in style. And baby, I am going to be all over it. So anyway, I hope you have a fabulous time at Stamp-a-faire. And I look forward to seeing what you create. And I will see you tomorrow.
Hi everyone, this is Melissa Phillips here for Stamp-a-faire 2014, and I'm lucky enough to get to join you along the way once again. Stamp-a-fairs have always been such a fun event, so unique, and this year is nothing short of brilliant. You get to travel through the eras, through the different phases of our past. I get to join you for the Regency era, one of my most favorite, Jane Austen. Think beautiful, shabby, elegant, Victorian, pink, all the things that I love, pink and cream, and some aqua too. I have been stamping officially since 2008. Prior to that, I think I started crafting in 2007, but I hadn't stamped. And if I did, it was just a minute little detail here and there. I remember getting an email from Nichole in 2008 asking if I would join the Papertrey team, and I thought, wait, but I'm not a stamper. But I became one, and I'm so grateful she took a chance on me, because now I can't put my stamps down. They take center stage in my craft room. A card is not complete until it has a little bit of stamping on it. Prior to stamping it with stickers, stickers, and more stickers. You know, the sticker sneeze era. Hey, that should have been an era in our past, huh? I could have done sticker sneeze era. Anyway, stickers out, stamps in, but I still do love some stickers. Anyway, I am grateful for crafting and stamping. It has provided me so much happiness throughout these last several years in my life. Just a little creative outlet, a place that I can go to that brings me joy, helps ease my troubled, crazy, frazzled mommy mind, gives me something to do just for a minute or two each day, and I appreciate that. So thanks for sticking with me all these years as I have learned how to stamp, and I can't wait to see what you create for Stamp-a-faire. I know you're going to love it, and I can't wait to join you. We'll see you soon.